beat break. DJ ROLLEM, that was the skating rink mix with DJ ROLLEM on the ones and twos doing his thing, man. BeatBreakRadio.com, 24/7 online radio station for your ear hole. ATL Radio, Shar Bass, the weekend recipe. Everybody's in the building. Sean Garvey in the building.
Yes.
We were talking about food and recipes off the air.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, Shar made me real hungry.
I've been hungry. Me and Angela, on the way here, I don't know, we passed by the cafeteria, we like, what is that? I mean, man, you know, it's like when you hungry, when you smell something, you get even hungrier.
What kind of chicken was you talking about on the way here? We've been talking about food for hours.
Man, what was this?
Harold's
chicken.
And what was the other place?
I need Harold's chicken, Curly's chicken. Now, I haven't tried Harold's, so I don't want to be plugging them, but Curly's chicken, that fried chicken, slap your auntie, not even your mommy. You slap your auntie. That's some good chicken. But I need to try Harold's, see what they talking about.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible.
We might have to roll through there when we leave now.
Yeah, have y'all tried Harold's?
I have. It's good.
I just heard of it.
Straight out of Chicago.
But you know, sometimes when you take restaurants to other cities, you know, it's not the same. But we gonna see what they hitting on at ATL. We gonna see. We're gonna check them out.
Yeah. So we gotta talk about this rim shot production thing
Yes,
that you and
please.
Reggie got going.
Oh,
everybody,
wow.
You know, you got the stage play.
You getting ready to see? Okay, you done opened up a can of worms now.
Yeah.
Rim Shot Production is probably the most emotionally attached I've ever been to a project ever. And let me tell you how it was born. Back when I first got started with ATL Radio, a guest came to our show named Chong Kim, who is actually a survivor of human trafficking. She still walks with a limp. She went through it for 2 solid years, and she was coerced into the industry by somebody that was posing as her boyfriend. When I tell you this happens right here in Atlanta, Georgia, more than anywhere else in the United States, this is a domestic problem. A lot of times you hear about sex slave trades and you hear about involuntary servitude and you figuring, okay, that's in South Colombia somewhere in Africa. That happens right here. 300 to 500 girls and children actually come up missing in Georgia every month now, and they don't have any way of figuring out where they went. Okay, so a lot of them are ending up in these trafficking rings now. It's really intense. Some people argue that it's political. There's people in high places that are involved in this. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is there's a $1 trillion enterprise surrounding the whole concept of being a pedophile. And that makes me sick to my stomach. So instead of whining about how sick it makes me, I decided to come up with a theatrical production to bring awareness to the issue. Now, the production itself will tell a story that's going to run a parallel, and Reggie, I want you to take over from here, about how the entertainment industry and human trafficking is really kind of similar, kind of equally yoked. Reggie, go ahead with that.
Yeah, and it's kind of controversial. We could get blacklisted because of what we're trying to do, but the industry is in itself human trafficking. In itself, I mean, you think of stories way back in the day. New Edition, $500 in the VCR is what they got for going on tour and got signed in their original deal. You look at Prince's deal. You look at anybody's deal, and you know, basically the entertainment industry is pimping artists, and they do it all the time.
Absolutely.
All the time.
TLC is definitely a good example.
TLC is a great example as well. You know, just so many artists that thought, hey, I'm a superstar, but then at the end of the day, they don't have anything to show for it. And it is these record labels and executives that are honing in on that, and they use them, and people get frustrated. They don't know what they're doing. You have artists such as, for instance, Lauryn Hill, who is a phenomenal artist, screwed her all up. I mean, even look at the tragedy of Whitney and Michael.
Right. That
industry infiltrated in their mind, and they, you know, hey, you're a superstar, this is how you want to be, and stuff like that, and they really couldn't handle it.
Exactly.
They couldn't handle it, so they had to get an escape of that, and it happens all the time in this industry, all the time. So, you know, the story follows this young lady who is on the brink of stardom, but will she have to lose her integrity, who she really is, in order to break into this industry? So we have a lot of plots that's going on. Actually, it's one big plot, but it's a nemesis in there who has quote-unquote made it.
Right.
That is trying to pull her into her direction. She really hasn't made it. We have a sleazy, sly record executive that is trying to get her to come over to the dark side, if you will. then we have a support team, including her mother and other people that are behind her and saying, hey, keep your same direction, keep your integrity.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the entertainment industry, what it really does is it turns a human being into a commodity, into a product, right? An actual product.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, so, you know, let the cleavage hang out and the legs and the stomach and the butt and all of that, and just, you know, be sexual and alter your lyrics and do whatever you got to do in order to sell these records. Okay, that's sounding like trafficking to me. You know what I mean? So we're going to take a risk and go on out here and hit every major city in the United States. That's our ultimate goal, is to bring this production around to every city in the United States that's been identified as a hub for human trafficking and bring them this story.
So Atelle may pick you up soon.
You know, Will Packer or somebody.
Hey, whatever it takes, you know, whatever it takes.
Dollar in the dream, that's all.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah.
Right. But this is why I keep stressing that going independent for any artist or even an actor for that matter, you know, don't chase these labels or these companies that you know are going to pimp you, whether you know it or not. Just stay independent. Because I think the thing is, like, a lot of people, you know, when they get signed to a label or get signed to a company, they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Right.
And it's like, you know, they go through all these different obstacles and challenges and stuff, trying to chase the fame and everything. And I applaud the people on the independent level that are not trying to conform or not trying to chase a certain label or a company just to be on.
And you bring up a good point. I'm going to bring in, we named some other artists. Jay-Z, for instance, prime example, got doors shut in his face because they, quote unquote, didn't want to conform to what these record labels wanted. So he and Dame Dash decided, hey, well, let's go our own route and let's get it done. And by doing their own route, they made some noise. By them and, you know, then these record labels started coming at them, but they were like, nah, we good. Just turn it down, various deals and things like that. But then they control their own destiny by, you know, having access to their own masters and stuff like that, which is unheard of. So they created an empire without the help of record labels. Now, the record labels came in because they needed distribution, but then they started getting distribution deals. And that is a perfect way to get into the industry. I mean, there's a lot of great examples of folks that did it. I mean, going back, I know everybody saw the movie Ray. Ray Charles controlled his own. And, you know, a lot of artists don't understand how to do that. And that's where, the name of my company is Scholar Entertainment Group, and I call it Scholar because I study these things. I study the record industry and how people are successful in breaking in and the things to do and not to do. And you got to have a team behind you in order to be successful and have that long money like a Jay-Z or whomever.
It's a longer, harder, more challenging road to hoe. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's harder to do it that way. You can pop into the industry real easy. You know what I mean? But it's a longer, harder road to hoe. That's why we spend so much time celebrating independent artists who have wholesome messages and that is really kind of coming off. You know, I'm no angel myself. I love hip hop, all what.
Right.
But, you know, I bring in people that are comfortable with their identity, even if it's not mainstream sounding. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
They are puppets.
Exactly.
You know, they're true to themselves. And that's and you know, a lot of times you can't be true to yourself in this industry.
And that's why we've casted them all into Rimshot.
Absolutely.
And that's why you got to come check it out to see what it is that we celebrate.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
November 3rd, 14th Street Playhouse is the first initial show. We have 2 shows, 3 o'clock p.m. and 7 p.m.
Wow, that's what it is. Now I was just going to say, speaking of cast, you actually casted one of our members.
Right. Enthusiastically so.
Yeah.
Lachey.
Lachey.
Is getting ready to bring that.
Yes,
She's going to bring an amazing character to life through the production. She is actually playing the best friend of our main character. And she is leading my main character without meaning to, because, you know, sometimes messages are brought to you by your friends, by people that mean well, because they just don't see the bigger picture. But she's trying to encourage her to take the short route into fame. Girl, you've been wanting this all your life. You know, why don't you just go ahead and do this? You know what I mean? So she is going to bring something real special, real dynamic. And it just so happens that she's in bed with one of the sleazy music executives' partners. So he's kind of working through
I
her
heard those
to get to
stories.
her homegirl.
I
You
heard
follow
those
me?
stories before.
Yeah, that happens always. Yeah, that's how it is. You know, it's real slick how
But
stuff happens.
she doesn't mean any harm.
She doesn't mean any harm, but she's just kind of being used and doesn't realize it. But she'll be the comic relief in the production. You know what I mean? She'll be that chick.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey, Lachey, she brings a lot of comedy.
Yeah, she's good.
Everywhere she goes.
Yeah, she's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that's what's up. November 3rd.
Yep. 14th Street Playhouse. 7 o'clock and 3 o'clock. You can go to rimshotproduction.com for more information about the production itself. Links in order to go out and buy your tickets. Get your tickets early, please, because I promise you we're going to sell out. I promise you both shows.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be like that.
Well, definitely the beat break will definitely be there.
I love it. I love it. While you're talking, Beat Break just became a sponsor of the production.
That's it.
Right.
Back there, clap.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's terrific. Doing big things. ATL radio show. The stage play in regards to human trafficking.
Yes.
Shot. I mean, what else? You know?
Illumination.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the second annual Illumination, which is an upscale cocktail gala. And anybody that knows me, just because I'm dressed up, I'm still ignorant. So, you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a laid-back time. We're just going to be dressed up.
Hood and classy.
Hood classy. Right, nice, nasty.
This is the beat break. So,
Coming out.
Exactly. Illumination is coming. That's on September 15th.
Yes, that's
right?
it.
Cocktail Gala, Lawrenceville, Georgia. Amazing. We're going to showcase and all of the characters and all the people that will be in Rimshot. You get to see them in their own lights.
Snapshot.
So it's a nice fundraiser for the cause. It'll be amazing.
Right. I want to go back earlier when you mentioned the Go-Go Party Bus. I seen AC in one of the pictures. And she looked like she had some shots, some vodka, goose that got her loose.
Hold on.
Right.
Let me tell you, she just had a birthday. Her birthday lasted from Friday to Monday. Yes, I saw Friday to Monday. And I was just like, how she get down like that?
Hey, you got to work hard and play hard. As hard as I work, by the time I play, I get it in.
That's what's up.
I insist on it. You got to have that balance.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's no party like a go-go party bus party, because a go-go party bus party don't stop.
But how can me and Roland get on the Go-Go Party Bus?
I'm saying, when next time we get the bus, it's already done. You should have been on that one, really.
Or you could win the Spades tournament on September 21st.
There you go.
Sponsored by Go-Go Party Bus.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, you all are doing amazing work. Congratulations on your endeavor.
Thank you.
That's
I
what's
appreciate
up.
it. Thank you.
So really quick, we gotta get into this what in the hell segment.
All right.
And what